Hey guys, the good old dollar van. For those of you that know me for a while, you'll remember the dollar van. I believe it was a 1970 3/4 ton Chevy van, utility van. Had no windows in it except the windshield and the driver and passenger windows, but the rest of it was just rusted metal. And so there's a whole lot of stories with that van. And for those of you that knew me back then, if that sparks any memories, why don't you share those down in the comments, your stories of the dollar van. So there were three main reasons why it was called the dollar van. The first was because it literally cost me $1. My boss from Nebraska, after I moved back to Ark City, kept in touch with him, and he sold me the van for $1. The other reason is because it was it was junk. It was rusted out. If I went over 50 miles an hour, it spit all the oil out. In fact, the oil filter that was on it when I bought it was the same oil filter that was on it when it died years later. And it didn't have reverse or reverse lights. I had a little switch that I flipped to turn the reverse lights on, and if people were riding with me and I actually parked somewhere, they had to get out and push it backwards, and that was reverse. And I also, when they did that, I made them make the beep noise, the boop, boop, boop for reverse. And anyway, and the third reason was I toured with a band called Steep Grade, and their logo was an S and a G, and it was pretty angular. I don't have the cassette cover with me right here. I'd show it to you, but it was green and it kind of resembled a dollar sign, and I got all excited about being in that band and drew out a large stencil and painted it on the side of the van. So that's why it was called the dollar van, and that was one of those blessings of God. I mean, if there was ever proof that the Lord rebukes the devourer on our behalf, it was the dollar van. That thing just kept going and kept going and kept going, and I was relieved to move out of that into a pickup truck later down the road after several years. But that thing got me from Nebraska all over Kansas and then parts of Oklahoma, and it even got our gear for the band here in Mercy's Wake when we had that going. It had that going. Anyway, I've gone way over the time I usually take. I was just reminiscing about the good old days and remembered the dollar van, and I'd love to hear your stories down in the comments for refreshers. Those were good times. And smile. Jesus loves you.